Thank you everyone for stopping by today. Today I'm going to give an update on my portfolio, but with a different twist. I am going to be showing you my spreadsheet tracker, and I'll be updating you with all my positions from the tracker itself. I know I only reviewed it once since I started my YouTube channel, but today I want to go over it again. Okay, so if this is your first time, you're welcome. And to my returning followers, thank you so much for always coming by to follow up with me and to see how I'm doing in this journey. Okay, I am on a quest and I'm determined to take this account from $0 to $10,000 by the end of the year. Okay, and I'm doing so focusing primarily on the stock market, investing in dividend paying stocks. I also have growth stocks, so my portfolio is a bit balanced, but I have a heavy emphasis on dividend paying stocks. Okay, so thank you again. Don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe to this video. Okay, so let's have a look at my spreadsheet. So here we go. You can see that I'm starting with Manulife. So I started with financial commodities to the top. I have Manulife Corp. I have 26 shares. Then I have Kenross Gold with 10 shares. I have 3 Power Corp Corporation of Canada, 3 shares. Absolute Software Corp. I have 31 shares. I have CloudMD software and services. I have 100 shares. Well Health Technology, 54 shares. And there, following that, I have Green Lane Renewable Inc. I have 353 shares. TransAlta Renewables, 20 shares. H2O Innovation Inc. I have 20 shares. Algonquin Power and Utilities, 35 shares. And we're noticing now that the value of Algonquin Power Utilities shares are starting to increase again. So we're very happy about that. It pays to be patient, okay? Following, we have Good Natured Products, Inc. I have 514 shares. Burcon Nutrascience Corp. I have 50 shares. Following that, I have TELUS, 10 shares. And TELUS is still holding on strongly. Then I have 52 Dividend 15 Split Corp. Following that, I have my Harvest Healthcare Leaders Inc. ETF Unhinged, 102 shares. Then I have Horizon Psychedelic Inc. ETF, 10 shares. BMO Canadian High Dividend Covered Call ETFs. I have 10 shares. And then I have BMO Covered Call Utilities ETF, 36 shares. Interrent Real Estate Investment Trust, 15 shares. And following, RioCan Real Estate Investment Trust with 10 shares. So I have my REITs at the bottom. So those are my positions in my portfolio. Now here, it shows the sectors, how I have them labeled on my spreadsheet, along with the portfolio weight. So financials and commodities, it makes up 11.44% of my portfolio. Then I have technology, 15.54%, utilities, 14.90%, manufacturing industries, 7.38%, biotech and life sciences, 2.28%, communications, 3.85%. My funds, I have 5.84%, and I have ETFs, which make up 22.39%, and REITs 6.91%. So you can see there's some areas that I really need to try and balance out the weight of my portfolio, okay? And that's what I'll be continuing to do. I'm going to try and add some more to the manufacturing industry, my communications, the funds, and the REITs. I'm going to try and increase that position so I can balance out the top. I'm pretty heavy on the financial commodities, technology, and energy. All right, so at the bottom, you can see here, and it gives you the pie chart to see exactly what they look like. Okay, the same figures that I just uh, read out, it just shows you here through the pie chart, so you have a visual of what the weighting is for each of those sectors. All right, so we're going to slide over here, and then you're going to see another pie chart which actually shows you each individual position and their weighting, their actual names. Here we go. And so here it shows you here. Okay, Riocan makes up 3.1%. Interrent makes up 3.8. ZWU, my BMO Utilities makes up 6.5%. My BMO utilities, not utilities, but high interest, it's 3.5. My psychedelic makes up 1.2. My HHL makes up 12.2. DFN makes up 5.8. TELUS makes up 3.9%. Biocon or Burcon makes up, BU makes up 2.3%. With Good Natured Products makes up 7.4%. And I'm just going to slide over so we can see the other side. You can see here that it starts off at the top with Manulife 8.7. My Ken Ross is 1.4, my 1.1, my Gold Stock. Then there's Power Corp 1.7, Absolute Software 7.5. My I have Doc, which makes up 2.6%. Well makes up 5.5. Green Lane Renewable 8.2. TransAlta RNW makes up 6.0%, and HEO makes up 0.7%, and Algonquin makes up 9.5%. Okay, so I'm going to slide over again. Just to inform everyone, I did not create this spreadsheet by myself. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not so inclined. Let's say this is not a strong point for me. So I bought this from a fellow YouTuber. If you're interested, you can make a note below in the comment section, and I'll provide you with the name of the person that I bought this spreadsheet tracker from. All right. So here you can see, here I'm keeping a track of the amount of money that I invest per month into the portfolio. So again, I started my journey in January 14th, 15th, and I started with $1,000. And as the month went on, I added another $800, totaling $1,800 that I invested for the month of January. Then February, I invested $498. In March, $955. April, $570. May, $1,510. June, $1,456. And in July, I invested $445 total. Okay, so here at the bottom, it calculates automatically. And so far in this journey, I have invested $7,234 so far in this portfolio. Okay, so we're going to slide over into this section. And here we can see this is where I keep track of all my dividend stocks, okay? My dividend paying stocks, and I keep track of the months that I expect to have the payout, and if they pay out quarterly or monthly, okay? So that's what the 4 means, quarterly, and the 1 means monthly, okay? So I'm fairly balanced again. I have some that pay quarterly, and I have a few that pay monthly. So that's quite nice. I can always expect dividend payouts every single month. We love that. And here on this side, you can see how much dividend payouts I have received so far. Okay, so for the month of January and February, I did not get any dividend payouts because, again, I started January 15th, 14th, 15th. And my first 2 dividend paying stocks that I invested in were Algonquin and TELUS, and their dividend paying stocks that pay out they pay out quarterly. So that's why I didn't receive anything January, February. But March, my total dividend payout, or the total amount of money I received from dividend payouts, was $2.81. Then in April, it went up to $8.25. In May, it dropped down to $7.80. Then it went up in June to $12.30, and it doubled in July, $25.35. Okay, so totally for the year, the total payouts for the year so far has been $56.51. Okay, so I am aiming to try and get it doubled every single month. Okay, so I'm gonna try and hold myself to this. Okay, so there we go. So that's what that looks out. I am gonna go to the bottom, and here you see a graph. I'm gonna slide over a bit because there's another graph that I think I missed here. So here we go. It shows you here the months that I pay, the amount of money that I invested in the portfolio. It gives you a pie chart to see how much you paid out, right? So you can see for the month of January, it was the most, and then July, this is the amount that I invested, showing you by these graphs. Okay, so let's go over here, and here it's showing you the graphs for the dividend payouts. Okay, so you can see here again, I didn't receive anything January, February, but here you're seeing March, April, May, June, and July has been my biggest month so far, and I'm praying, I'm aiming, and I'm working towards it increasing every single month. Okay, all right, so that is my update, and I just wanted to go over my spreadsheet because I only went over it once briefly. So that is what it looks like so far. And of course, I didn't go over all of this part here because I just noted how much each, the percentage of the dividend payout for each company, the portfolio weight, realized gains and losses, market value, exact book cost, and also the average price of each of the positions that I have. So that's what I'm tracking here. So I hope that this was helpful. Okay, so thank you so much for stopping by. That's an overview of my portfolio. Okay, this is a good way I can hold myself accountable by having the spreadsheet or tracker, as some people may call them. Again, I use Wealthsimple to invest in the Canadian securities market. Don't forget that you can also invest in the American stock market, but you would have to keep in mind that there may be an exchange rate fee that you would have to pay. But you do have the option of investing in some Canadian ETFs, which do include U.S. companies, right? I have one ETF, which is the HHL, which is a healthcare ETF. It does have some well-known American companies like Pfizer. Okay, so I do have exposure to the U.S. stock market. So you do have that option, okay? So thank you once again for stopping by. I do appreciate you joining me in this journey. I will leave the description, the link to Wealthsimple in the description box below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and continue to follow me along in this journey as we support each other in reaching our goals. Okay? Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.